In 17th century Paris, people did not die only from disease and war. Sometimes, all it took was a single wish, and a single woman. Her name was Catherine Monvoisin, better known as Voisin. She was born around 1640 in France, far from power and far from attention. She became a wife, a mother, and one of countless women whose lives never make it into history books. Then her life broke. Her husband was sent to the galleys, and Voisin was left alone, without money, without a name, without protection. In 17th century Paris, that was not an inconvenience. It was a sentence. She knew that if she did not change something, she would disappear as well. She began working as a midwife. Through that role, she entered private homes where secrets were kept, never spoken of aloud. Unwanted pregnancies, affairs, family disputes, and despair, hidden behind closed doors. That was where she learned to listen. And that was where, alongside midwifery, she gradually added fortune-telling and counsel. She quickly understood one essential truth. People were not looking for the future. They were looking for solutions, at any cost. And she began to offer them exactly that. Voisin sold poisons, potions, and services meant to remove whatever stood in the way. Sometimes it was a husband, sometimes a lover, and sometimes a child who was never meant to be born. She did not sell death. She sold the silence after an argument, the empty chair at the table, and the feeling that the problem would never return. Word of her abilities spread quickly, and soon it was not only the poor and the desperate who sought her out. Among her clients were members of Parisian high society and figures connected to the royal court. In a world where intrigue decided fortunes and lives, she offered something invaluable: discretion, and the belief that fate could be taken, if only briefly, into one's own hands. Her work also included dark rituals and so-called black masses. Some testimonies speak of infant sacrifices, others speak of fraud, exaggeration, and fear. What truly took place can no longer be known with certainty. Only one thing is clear: people believed in her powers, and they were willing to pay for them. Around herself, Voisin built an extensive network of poisoners, fortune-tellers, and alchemists. For years, she operated almost without consequence. She might have continued, had suspicious deaths and whispered rumors not begun to spread through Paris. The investigation that followed entered history as the affair of the poisons. Names were spoken, confessions were made, and fear slowly reached. Clear that the truth could be dangerous even to the most powerful. In 1680, Voisin was arrested. During her interrogations, she confessed to some acts and denied others. Some testimonies may have been forced. Others were likely true. She became a symbol of everything dark, hypocritical, and unsettling about the age. She was sentenced and publicly burned. But the story did not end there. The affair of the poisons continued for many years. Dozens were imprisoned or executed, and certain names were never allowed to surface. The king himself ensured that some truths remained buried, and some people beyond the reach of justice. Voisin vanished in the flames, but her clients did not. And Paris never fully learned how many deaths began with a whispered wish. Today, Voisin is often portrayed as a witch or a demonic figure. In truth, she was something more dangerous. A person who understood that in an uncertain world, the most valuable commodities are secrets, discretion, and the promise of a solution. And that is why her story still fascinates us today.